Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn how to use polar coordinates in AutoCAD. Starting with the zoom extents command first to limit the drawing, and then line. Okay. As you can remember, the first point of a line is specified in a rectangular system, Cartesian system. But you can change this information just by typing the right symbol. For example, if you want to draw a line from a point that is 40 units away from the origin at an angle of elevation of 32 degrees, you just type 40 in this field, and then you need to type the less than symbol, that is the comma or shift comma key in the keyboard. Then appears the symbol and the value of the angle with the degrees. You only have to type the 32, the angle, the value, and then enter. It's guaranteed that from the origin you can measure this point. For example, I'm going to do this line from the origin, and you can see the values 40 and 32. Okay. Again, here, line from a point that is 40 less than key, less than symbol 32. Enter. You don't need to do the math, calculating the sine or the cosine of this angle to get the rectangular coordinates of this point. You just have to type the less than symbol. Now you can see that AutoCAD is showing you a polar system coordinate. So you only have to type the information 150, for example, less than 48, for example. This is a line that has an elevation of 48 with a length of 150. The 132 degrees that is shown in the drawing area is the supplementary angle for 48. That is because we are using the F12 function on. This is the most general way of drafting lines in polar coordinates. But there is another way that it's simpler. Starting again a line, you can see that the coordinate system is rectangular, but you don't have to press the comma key or enter the comma symbol to specify the x and y values. You only have to type another key. For example, if you are going to start from the point 105 and 30, for example, you can type comma, but you can also press the tab key. The tab key is on the left of the Q key. If anyone has problems with left and right, the tab key is on the left of the Q, that it's not W. Problem solved. So pressing tab key and then 30 starts a line from 105 in X with 30 in Y. From now on, you can just type the information you have in your drawing. For example, 150 again, and to specify the angle, just press the tab key and then 80, for example, 80, enter. This is a line that has this elevation. Okay. If you set off the dynamic input mode here, you have to type all the values in the traditional, old school, obsolete way. For example, the first point here, and then a line, so at symbol, 150, for example, and an angle less than symbol, minus 36. Watch that this information is only in the command bar, so enter here, and it's done this way. But F12 helps us to spare an add symbol in our drawings. As you can see, if you have the F12 on, you can see an angle that is ranging from 0 to 180 in the first and second quadrant. But if you put the crosshairs down in the fourth or the third quadrant, you can also see that the angle is positive. So the position of the crosshair defines the sign of the angle. For example, if you draw a line here, or here better, of 79 units with an angle of 48, the line is drawn in the fourth relative quadrant. But if you draw a line of, for example, 100 units with the crosshair down from the first point of the line with an angle of minus 23, the line draws in the first quadrant because the positive or negative is taken from the position of the crosshair. I think that must be in your mind. You can see that the length of the line has 4 decimal digits. That is the precision. But the angle is an integer value. So if you want to draw a line, for example, 88 units, with an angle of 49 that is showing in your drawing, don't trust that value and press the tab key and write again 49. Because that value of 49 can be 48.9 or 49.2. That's a rounded value, so take this into account and always write your angles with the tab key. Enter. Okay. Now presenting another function, here the polar. The polar function, as you can see, draws a dashed line when you approach some angles. For example, 15, 30, 48, 45, excuse me, say 60, 75, 90, okay, and so on. So this assures you that the line has an angle with a full precision in this elevation. You don't have to type 15 in the angle field, just the distance. This is why I told the people that F8 is a little obsolete, because with this F10 function you can draw lines orthogonal to the axis X and Y. For example, here 0, 90, 180, and minus 90. I hope this is useful for you. I hope this learns you how to draw the lines in the polar coordinate system. Thanks for watching, and you will see my screen in another video.